Hello, my viewers. I want to thank you and thank God for you for watching this channel. Today, my burden is about burden. And somebody may ask, why is my burden today? I'll define the word burden. First of all, the burden is a load in a dictionary definition. And the other dictionary definition of burden is a theme, like a gist of a speech, a book, or an argument. So the burden of my burden today is about that burden. So what am I saying? I'm going to discuss this burden in three ways. First of all, I will discuss it as a load. Then I will discuss it as a book. Then I will discuss it as a theme. That will be my last part. So as a load, a burden is a heavy load on someone, somebody walking with a load. It may be a visible load or maybe an emotional load, a load in the mind. Just a burden, something that is disturbing you, something that makes you uncomfortable, because when you are carrying a heavy load, you are not comfortable because it's heavy. So that is the load that I'm talking about. The load that is facing a common person, a family, churches, political leadership, burdens that are facing our public services, burdens that are facing the culture of our country. We don't have that culture that can be appreciated. So we are having a burden as an individual, as a group, as a family, and more so as Kenya. So we ask ourselves, what is our burdens? You know your burden yourself, your personal burdens. That one is at a personal level. But now, there are burdens that is affecting Kenya as a whole. A burden that has been carried on from historical times up to today, and we are still witnessing the same. And we don't know, we are going to witness this for how long. So it's a high time that we point on these burdens. And we can only point on these burdens by subscribing this channel and sharing, so that we can hit those burdens. We can relieve ourselves of those burdens that are making our country look the way it is today, ethically, economically, development-wise, because there are things that are hindering Kenya to move forward. And unless we shed that skin out, we're not going to move anywhere, even if we bring all those things, even if we change the constitution 100 times, and we don't change the main things that make Kenya what it is today. We are not moving anywhere. Handshakes will not take us anywhere. Hustling will not take us anywhere. But the truth about Kenya is what is needed. The truth. And the most important truth that I normally stress is the truth of inequality. Inequality, and injustice. That's what has made Kenya what it is today. I'm done about the Lord. I'm not going to talk about the book. If you are a literature lover, or those people who went to school those years, there was a set book. It was called The Burdens by Ruganda from Uganda. So in this book, there were characters. There was a young girl. Her name was Nyakake. Then there was a boy, Kaija. And then there was a mother, Tinka, and the father, Omal. And then there was another character, is Vincent. So in this book, these people, they represent something. Because the Nyakake is sickly. And is a burden to the parents He's a burden to Kaija because Kaija has to take care of her when the mother is going to look for food and the father has gone to drink. He's a burden to the parents because they don't have money and they have to settle for herbal medicine. So when it comes to Kaija also, Kaija is a burden because he's disturbing the parents with questions. He wants to know. He's curious. And that's why in Kenya, people don't like Kaija. Because when you start inquiring, when you start to tell the truth, they eliminate you, of which I'm ready to do so. I'm ready to sacrifice. But for the sake of this channel and for the sake of the generations to come, I must say that these people here, the Kaijas, and you are the Kaijas, that common person. Also, when we look at Nyakake, she represents those people who are not able, like the disabled, the orphans, people who cannot support themselves because they are in that condition, they are sickly. So Nyakake is also sickly, and people are sickly. People are sickly because they are engaged in drugs. They are sickly. People are engaged in crime. They are sickly. So these are the burdens that we need to talk about in this book. And now we have the wife, Tinka. Women, you know what you do to your men out there. You know what you do to your houses. You know the places you go for the sake of your husbands. You go even to an extent of killing, cutting their private parts, things that are very awkward. And there are those in Kenya, there are now those thinkers, those people who can do anything unethical, inclusive of killing, so that they can get what they want. So thinkers are there. Thinkers, they are there. Killers. People who quarrel all the time. Noise makers. But they don't have that idea on the table. Because when Wamala brought the idea of selling slogans, Wamala was trying to say, okay, this is vote Vela, vote Val, vote Vincent, Rex and sex for a man of taste. He's trying to make Tinka to act like Vincent. But Tinka shut Wamala down. And at the end of the day, she planned to kill him. So there are those thinkers in Kenya. And then we have the Wamala, the head of the family, the head of the country. You are drunk, you don't know, you are lazy, you just want easy money. Leaders in churches, leaders at home, parents, you don't take care of your kids, you are drunkard. And you are only doing imaginary ideas, things that you cannot even accomplish. So there are those Wamalas in Kenya, from the grassroots, from a family level to the top office. We have Wamalas, drunk with ideologies, drunk with symbolism, selling slogans, going for quick money. And this book also is a main theme of this book is about poverty. So out of all these things, poverty can lead to very dangerous things. And what is the source of poverty in Kenya? The cake, our cake, when the colonial regime left Kenya, the cake was not shared equally. And that's why people are suffering up to today. And unless we go on a table, a round table, sit, bring churches, bring leaders, sit and say that this is what we need to do. We need to reshare. There must be a resharing so that people can not go to forest and encroach forest. People should not go to rivers and bring a lot of issues, because when you are near a river, there's a lot of issues there. So I'm finishing with the book. And now I'm going to discuss the burden as a theme, as a gist of an argument of a speech of Kenya. What is our theme as Kenyans? What is our burden as Kenyans? Are we still interested in living in filthy life while other peoples are living in luxuries? It's like we are separated with a curtain. They see us, but we don't see them. So it's high time that this curtain, we should remove this curtain and know that this is our theme as Kenyans. We want to move on in this direction. We want to empower people. We want to recognize people. We want to recognize even marginalized communities. We want to eliminate big names, big family names that have ruled the country for years and years. We want some changes. We want ethical leaders, people with record, good record. There are people out there, but because they don't have resources, they have been limited. When they try to rise, those people on the other side of the curtain, they have a committee there. Whatever that committee says there, my friend, is not for your good. Never. Don't think so. Don't think so, my friend. It's a lie. You are the only person who knows that bed bag in your bed. That bed bag in your bed. You are the only one who knows it. So as Kenyans, if you think that this is a break-even point, then share this channel. Let this channel go viral and let us make a point to these people. And as we correct the top leadership, let us also correct ourselves as Kenyans. Let us have a theme. Remove all those mentalities, those burdens that are making you just to stick in that same point. You are not moving. You are just in drugs. You are just addicted in doing things that I don't know. So get away from your burdens. It's high time. Because if you have a less burden, my friend, you will move fast. If Kenya have less burdens, our economy will move fast. The development will move fast because there's less burdens. So if you believe that we should have our burden as Kenyans and eliminate those burdens, then let us have a good burden and let us sing that song with good burden, with a good theme, with a good gist for the betterment of the generation and generations to come. As I said, I may not witness the resharing of the resources of Kenya, but somebody, somewhere, will witness this one day. And you'll say that this channel was truly a Martin Luther King reborn channel. So, subscribe, like, and share. And as usual, it's your boy, General OPP, aka The Swizer. And on serious note,